Hi everyone, it's Megan Jennifer, the Violin Lady, and I'm so glad to come back and report to you about my experience in San Diego with Carol Look and the team at Finer Minds in Mind Valley. When I first got back from San Diego, it's been about, I'm not sure how long it's been actually, but it's been a little while, a few weeks, and I just had my follow-up call with Carol. When I got back, I felt like, yeah, I am now empowered to do whatever it is that I want to do because I have this tool in my back pocket that I can break out at any time, and I keep calling it a tool, and that's really what it is. That's literally what I feel like it is. So since I've been back, I've just felt literally more free and more secure with my emotions, dealing with all of them, positive and negative. Where before I used to push my negative ones away and try to avoid them, now when they come up, I can use them as a target and actually tap them out. So the next time they come up, they don't affect me as much. So I'm really excited about that. My daily practice, I have to admit, I have not been able to implement a daily practice, but I do practice regularly, meaning when I feel a target coming on, if there's something that there's an impulse to do of some sort, then I find a quiet place, and go through my rounds of tapping. And I've also started keeping an EFT journal. That way I can see how long it takes, what patterns may be coming up more frequently. I can notice significant changes, whereas I have my numbers written from before. If that same thing comes up later, I can measure it and compare it to what it was before. So that way I can keep track of really what's happening and seeing how much improvement I'm actually making. After my call with Carol, I said that I was going to choose either before lessons or after lessons as my daily tapping routine time. But I find that that's not a good time for me either. So I'm still trying to work out a set time of day. It may just be before I actually start working for the day. So my work day usually starts around 9 a.m., 9:30, at the very latest 10. In the mornings, I get up at 5 and my routine is already set. Tapping didn't really fit in there, but expressing gratitude did. Some other abundance activities while I'm walking my dogs actually did. I tried tapping in the gym. That wasn't really a good fit for me. So right before I sit down and start working at my desk, my computer is a really good time for me to select a target for that day or that moment or whatever and tap at that time. So that's my goal, to make that period of time during the day my daily tapping time. But other than that, I've been tapping regularly and I have had success with it. I'm so excited, and I'm going to share that with you by the end of this video. I feel so inspired and excited and just eager to see what unfolds as a result of me tapping. I feel like I've been able to free up whatever was blocking me. I don't even need to identify what it was, but I've noticed that once these blockages get out of the way and they're just moved, then things that I've been asking for all along energetically just show up, and it is allowed to come through almost not instantly but pretty quickly, because there's nothing in the way. Once you go through these rounds of tapping, it helps to free up that energetic space. And it's hard for me to explain, but somehow it's like a clogged up drain. If your energy system is a clogged up drain, the only symptoms you have is the water not going down the tub. The same thing is true in your life. The symptom of a clogged up drain in your energy system is things not manifesting that you're asking for deliberately, or things manifesting that you feel like you don't want but you are asking for. I don't mean to confuse you, but either way, if you've been practicing the law of attraction and things of that nature, and you're still not quite manifesting what it is you've been trying to, then you may have a clogged up sink or a clogged up tub, and some EFT will help you with that. I really do suggest looking into this more. As far as me teaching someone, I had the opportunity to teach the little brother of one of my students. He's about 10 years old. I taught him about it because he asked where I went when I was out of town, and I let him know in his language. I mean, not like he doesn't speak English, but on his terms, like a 10-year-old level. I broke it down to him what EFT does and how it can help him. And so he asked me to teach him. Once I explained it a little bit, he was very excited to know that he had that kind of power, that he could really, take control over his response to emotional triggers, and he could then, you know, be presented with that same situation in the future and not have a negative effect. He could go through with it without any problems. So he was really excited to learn about that. I want to touch bases with him to see if he has made any progress or if he's even had to go there. So that's opened up a possibility of me, you know, maybe one day using EFT to help kids, since I teach children. Anyway, I teach adults too, but children right now are my primary focus. And what else? Who else did I teach? Oh, some of my team members in the Ultimate Game of Life's year-long challenge program are familiar with EFT, but they wanted to know my daily routine and to kind of solidify some of clarifications that they need for the practice. And my actual accountability partner, she wants to do tapping to get over addiction. So when I had my follow-up call with Carol, I asked her how to tap specifically for addictions, which was so interesting, because addictions and cravings, because I wanted to tap that for me because I crave sugar a lot and I know that it's really not good for you. So I wanted to use the EFT to help with those cravings, and the same thing's true with my accountability partner. So she and I are going to have a daily accountability call starting on Monday, where we actually go through rounds of tapping for this craving. So that's one place where I'm going to be able to implement a daily tapping routine, and she and I will probably experiment, but I'm glad, you know, that it's something that I identify with too. That way we're helping each other at the same time, and so I'm really excited about that. Now, for my good news, I have to tell you that shortly after I have been tapping, I'll say maybe tapping about a week, maybe 2 weeks, when I initially came back from San Diego. Within that second week and some of the third week, I attracted 6 new violin students. Not one, 6 violin students within a week. That's insane. That has never happened to me before, and that's without advertising, you know, like without deliberately going out there, hey, look at me, I teach violin, you want to take lessons? It wasn't even like that. What I attributed to was I was feeling and thinking this. I've always wanted to grow my studio. I've always wanted it to be closer to home. And now I'm there. I'm closer to home. I'm driving half the distance, spending half the money in gas. I'm more productive because I'm closer to my home. And I can still accommodate, you know, the people who've helped me build my business this far and still attract 6 new clients. So, and Carol asked me if I had the space to take on 6 new clients, and yes, I do. So I'm really excited about that, and as a result of that, you know, I'm a true believer. I was a believer before I left San Diego, but I got home and I got 6 new students waiting for me. That's awesome. So that was my update, and get your behind into some EFT sessions, because it can really do a lot for your life. It's done a lot for my life already, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with as many people as possible, and also developing a daily routine so that I can continue to experience the emotional freedom, literally, that comes with practicing and using the emotional freedom techniques, also known as EFT. So thanks for watching. This is a little long video, but I'm so glad you were interested in knowing how everything turned out. So again, this is Megan Jennifer, the Violin Lady, and I will speak to you soon. Be blessed. Peace.